Dicks. A few weeks ago I said, there's really no nice way to explain to a person that you just don't care that much about the size of their penis or its turgidity. This seemed to be largely understood as a comment on unsolicited dick pics, but I just mute or block the people who send those. On Twitter, on my phone, if I don't have a way to shut down unwanted communication, I tend to avoid the technology. What I was referring to was the shy or reluctant penis. The penis attached to a person who thinks that they must provide a brick of an erection at the slightest hint of a partner's sexual desire. Attached to those who apologize profusely for what they interpret as an insult to my physical allure, what they fear is a failure to meet basic requirements. I encounter the bearers of these complicated cocks fairly regularly in the wild. It's true. The part I struggle with is how to gently communicate the fact that in a recreational setting, I really don't care. A hard cock is not the key to pleasant or fulfilling sexual interaction. I don't have any cocks at all and manage to make myself feel quite good whenever I have the desire. Having a lower orifice penetrated by a cock raises the various risks of sex. A condom might break and cause a flurry of unscheduled STI testing and a trip to the pharmacy for Plan B. Even if the condom stays intact, the next day itch from vigorous abrasion by latex is one of my least favorite sensations. When these male-bodied people begin to stress, I say it is totally okay. If your penis decides to present itself as a viable option for vaginal penetration, that might be fun, but there's a whole range of other stuff we could be doing. They say, thank you for being so nice, while believing precisely zero of my statement and stressing doubly. They get stuck in their heads about it. Their manhood becomes threatened by their own adherence to a paint-by-numbers conception of heterosex. But in my bed, the person with the semi or wholly flaccid organ is the only one focused on the absence of its tumescence. And I've never found a nice way to state my lack of concern in a way that will be believed. Until recently, a man would respond exuberantly to my mouth and hands, but shrink as he suggested penetration of my vagina. His deep purple glands disappearing into his foreskin expressed disagreement with his words. He would begin to apologize, excuse, but then would ask if he could go down on me. With my back arched and both shaking legs wrapped around his neck, with two of his fingers firmly stroking but not stabbing the front wall of my vagina, his tongue gently stroking my clit, that's how See Who Needs Dicks gets its point across effectively.